So you've heard of these things called revised edition volumes for the light novels of Classroom of the Elite, but you have no idea what they are, or if you do, you don't know which volumes have them, or how to know if your volumes are these editions. Worry not, I was in that same position in the past, so I decided to make an easy to understand guide that will tell you all there is to know about them. Let's begin. When 7 Seas began publishing Classroom of the Elite, they decided to make a really funny prank. They chose to cut a few lines from the original Japanese text. It wasn't a massive deal in Volume 1, like they didn't cut anything important. The problem was, they loved it, so they started snowballing it. Throughout the next volumes they cut more and more and more, till it all culminated in Volume 7, where they cut a full-on 50 pages of content. I know, what a funny prank! People started to pick up on this and complained, and since the funny prank wasn't so funny anymore, 7 Seas stopped cutting content starting with Volume 8. That leaves us with volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 6, 7, and 7.5 affected with the cutting. And here's where the revised editions come in. 7 Seas later released these volumes, but with all the lines restored. The problem with these editions is, they are sold as the same books as the original releases. So if you're buying them online, all you can do is pray you'll get the revised editions. Some stores, Amazon for example, do let you return it, so keep that in mind when deciding where you're buying your Classroom of the Elite light novels. So if these editions look the same, how do I know which edition I have? Simple. Open your book in the copyright page, and in the bottom it should say either first printing, unlucky, or revised edition, lucky you. But wait, your book that says first printing, it might still be the revised edition. From this whole story, you might have picked up that 7 Seas loves pranks, so they did another hilarious one. Some books are the revised editions, but for some reason that only Satan knows, they say first printing. Why? Sorry about that. In these situations, the only way to check is just by comparing the text from both editions. So fear not, you might still have the revised edition in your hands. I compiled an example from the original and the revised text from each volume, so you can compare with your own book to see which one you have. Starting with Volume 1, go to Chapter 8.6. Near the end of the chapter, to me it's in page 272, but because of the difference in text, it might be a different one for you. But around that number, you should find the line, "I swear, even if I did, it's not like anyone would believe me, right?" After it, if it's the original, it says this. If it's a revised, it says this. Next, Volume 2. In Chapter 4.11, page 224 for me, look for the lines, hello, this is Sakura, this is Ayano Koji. After it, if it's the original, it says this, or if it's a revised, it says this. Next, Volume 3, in Chapter 2.3, page 82 for me, look for the line, even though she was all sweaty, Sakura tried to give a small fist bump. If what comes after this sentence is, personally, I thought, it's a revised edition. For Volume 4, go to Chapter 5.2, very early on, look for this part where Ayano Koji is simping for Ichinose's thighs. After it, if there's this line, it's a revised edition. Next, in Chapter 6.4, early on, you should find this paragraph. If the next one starts with, "If you want it," your book is the revised one. Volume 5, look for the first line of Chapter 5. If it says this, it's the original. If it says this, it's a revised edition. Volume 6, in the ending of the first chapter, if there's this part where it says, "Alas, alas, alas," it's the revised edition. Volume 7, first page of Chapter 1, you'll find this line. If the paragraph ends here for you, you have the original. If it continues with this line, you have the revised edition. And finally, for Volume 7.5, there is none. 7 Seas never released the revised edition for Volume 7.5. Their last prank. It's been years since the last one, so we'll probably seem like this forever. Reality is often disappointing. So, after all this, you can finally say you're an expert in Classroom of the Elite light novels. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Hope I was helpful, and bye!